What's up, YouTube? Cold Ass Ice Princess coming at you from Minnesota. And guess what? I'm mad. Urgh. I'm mad. Urgh. Listen, today, everybody knew today was the day to vote across the whole entire country. Today was the day to vote, right? Now, it was so funny to me that so many people did not vote. Throughout the day, my supervisors are like, oh, go vote, go vote. Did you vote? Did you vote? And it's like certain people that you think would vote didn't even vote. They up here saying stuff like, oh, my vote ain't gonna change nothing. I don't care. My vote don't matters. Ain't nobody gonna listen to me. I don't know who to vote for. That just rubs me the wrong way. Because part of being a United States citizen, a citizen of the United States, is having the ability to vote. So, if it was up to me, those of you who don't vote, you wouldn't be getting no privileges that we get in this country. Your kids will not be getting 12 free years of schooling if you don't vote. You will pay for your kids to go to school like they do in third world nations. You will pay for your kid to go to school every day. You will pay for your kids' lunch. Because when you don't vote, that means you don't care. You don't care about the kids. You don't care about the education system. You don't care about the criminal justice system. So when a person of color, a minority or African American gets killed by the police, don't complain. Because you could have voted somebody in who could change that. You could have voted somebody in who could fight for your rights, but you didn't. When the housing is sky high and you can't afford your one-bedroom apartment because it's like $850, $900 a month and it's a small little place as big as a closet, don't complain because you didn't vote. Because voting has to do with housing. It has to do with affordable housing. It has to do with housing for the elderly. It has to do with housing for the homeless. It has to do with housing for families, low-income families. So if you don't vote, you don't care about the school, you don't care about the housing, you don't care about transportation, you don't care about the cost of gas, you don't care if the roads are good or not, you don't care if your city is clean or not, if you don't vote. You don't care if people are being brutalized by the police or not. If you don't vote, you don't care. So if it was up to me and Donald Trump, he wacky enough to do this kind of shit that I'm thinking. If you don't vote, then you give up your right as a citizen of the United States. You don't get none of the perks. You don't get no Social Security disability. You don't get no Social Security. You don't get no Medicaid, no Medicare. You don't get no insurance that's paid for through the state, medical assistance. You don't get no subsidized housing. You don't get no Section 8. You don't get no help with your light or gas bill in the wintertime. Your kids don't get to go to school for free. Your kids don't get to have free school lunch or reduced school lunch if you don't vote because you don't care. You're giving up your rights as a United States citizen when you don't vote, so what's the point? And I agree with Donald Trump on this subject. How he wants to change things to where people can't just come into this country and have babies and leave, or just come into this country and have a kid because you want that kid to be a United States citizen, but you're not. And the reason I'm saying this because I've known plenty of people over the past 30 years who have intentionally came to this country or this state of Minnesota and gave birth so their kid will be a United States citizen, even though the parents are not. I know people who have taken advantage of it. right? Because in Minnesota, when you are a pregnant mom, you're automatically eligible for medical assistance. Even the mom is not a citizen who's not eligible, but the child is. So that's a $35,000 to $40,000 hospital bill that gets paid by the taxpayers. People that bust their ass every day like me. And that's a strain on our system. No wonder we're in debt, billions and billions of dollars. So no, if you're not a citizen of this country, you should not be coming here to give birth to your kids. I know people who have planned it. I know people who have intentionally brought their wives here just for them to give birth. And I'm not talking about what I think I know. I'm talking about what I have seen and what I have known over the past 30 years. So if you don't want to vote, that means you don't care about government. You don't care about economics. You don't care about women's rights. You don't care about fair housing. You don't care about anything. So if you don't vote, you should give up your citizenship. You shouldn't even be here. And you damn sure shouldn't reap the rewards of being an American. That's just my opinion. And I'm sticking to it. So as always, it's been Cold Ass Ice Princess coming at you from Minnesota. Grace and peace.